It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Steamers and the Orbits coming up next.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the Steamers of Paris taking on the Orbits of Brooklyn. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And led out by the rookie. Expectations high here as he's making his first NFL start.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
They run with Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, you think about what it's taken to get to this point. The Giants and the Jets, obviously historic franchises, shared the stadium for years, never felt fully right. Well, now you got two new... And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He's got it to the 43 here.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Well, Paris offense out to have another go at it. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Here is third down and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss, as they've got it as we resume action. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Thomas. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
This is Thomas. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
This taken in at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Hands it off out of the gun, and he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Complete to number 4. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from it?
Well, for every question that...
And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown! Big play there. 63 yards. And the Orbits go up by 2 touchdowns. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action here on first down. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Completes it to Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fisher. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steamers have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Orbits add 6 to their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wolf. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Thomas. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. This is caught.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Vinny Curry gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. 47 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Orbits are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Cameron Dantzler on the coverage.
He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Gain of 5. And a Paris first down.
They'll set up to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wolf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Williams. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Ethan Wolf. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Orbits are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Paris offense ready to take possession. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
At the 27-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Back to throw here. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working and keep it going.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run this one in, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Paris offense out to have another go at it. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Steamers.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Thomas.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0.